the Church of England has got a target of net zero by 2030, which is, shall we say, optimistic. But it's a good target because it kind of holds our feet to the fire. And this is at St Alfege Church. We use or emit about 41 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent a year. And you can see 25 tons emission of gas, and the hall uses 10 tons emission of carbon dioxide for heating and space heating and hot water. And then for lighting and other stuff, it's much smaller, but it's still there. So we have a kind of big problem. It's several orders of magnitude bigger than the average house. Well, no, several times bigger than the average house. So what are we going to do about it? Well, the next slide shows we had an energy assessor come, so we'd encourage everyone to get an energy assessor in to look at their premises and what they're doing. And this guy was very helpful. So if we lump everything together, that's our kind of annual emission. If we were to start generating our own power by putting solar panels, that's the green bit at the bottom. So we'd only get a third of the way up the graph at all if you were allowed to do it by Greenwich Council. Because we're a Grade 1 listed building in a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the Council Conservation Area and Historic England have got their eye on this, as have the Greenwich Society. So we have to be kind of quite careful about what we do. And that's another thing for people to bear in mind, is the aesthetics of what you're doing. You have to take account of that and how the community will feel about what you do to a building that the community has a stake in. So we started with some small things. So the big bit at the top is heat pumps. Well, yes, putting in heat pumps in the church, a listed building, that could be quite difficult. So we probably have to put in a ground source heat pump, but then we might hit the DLR or the new power tunnel that they're putting in underneath us. So we've got to be a bit wary of that.